Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about critical angle and total internal reflection of light. So, even though both media are transparent, we are going to observe the reflection of light here only when the light travels from denser medium to rarer medium. Before that, we have to know what do you mean by critical angle. Okay. So now see here. So for the total internal reflection of light, so the most important physical quantities, that is critical angle. First we have to define what is critical angle, then we are going to define the total internal reflection of light. See here, it is an interface between two media, and this medium is called denser medium. What is a denser medium here? The medium which having high refractive index, and it is a rarer medium. What do you mean by rarer medium here? The medium which has low refractive index. Okay. So for the total internal reflection, what is the condition here? The light should be travel from denser medium to rarer medium. Before that, we have to know what do you mean by critical angle. So now this is a source of light. This is a source of light emitting the light rays in all directions. So we are going to consider some light rays here. Suppose to be the light ray is incident along the normal, it passes without any deviation. Because for the normal incidence, the Snell's law is not applicable. So if the light incident along the normal, see here, it is a normal law. If the light is incident along the normal, the angle of incidence is 0, and the angle of refraction also 0. Hence there is no refraction of light. See here, by using Snell's law, sin I by sin R is equal to n2 by n1. What is n2 by n1 here? It is a refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. So if the angle of incidence is 0, means the ray incident along the normal. So what is angle of incidence? It is the angle between incident ray and normal. If the incident ray is along the normal, the angle of incidence becomes 0. If the angle of incidence becomes 0, angle of refraction is also 0, because sin 0 by sin R, sin 0 is 0 divided by sin R is equal to n2 by n1. So I will take this sin R to the right hand side and n2 by n1 to the left hand side. So what happens here? Sin R is equal to n1 by n2 into 0. n1 by n2 into 0, again it is 0. Then for what angle the sin value is 0? For the angle 0 degree. Means if angle of incidence is 0, angle of refraction is also 0. Means here Snell's law is not applicable. Remember this sentence, it is very important. If the light incident along the normal, there is no Snell's law applicable. Means Snell's law is not valid for the normal incidence. And next, how should be the light pass here? For the refraction of light, light should be passed obliquely. Then it is the interface between two media, denser medium and rarer medium. Suppose to be, I will consider first incident ray. Okay, it is a first incident ray which is along the normal, it passes without any deviation. Then next we are going to consider another incident ray, it is O1, and I will take it is O2. O2 is second point of incidence, O1 is first point of incidence. So the light traveling from which medium to which medium here? Denser medium to rarer medium. As the light passes from denser medium to rarer medium, the refracted ray bends away from the normal. In which medium? In the rarer medium, because of increasing speed of light. So it is angle of incidence I, and it is angle of refraction R. If there is a further increase in angle of incidence, I will increase the angle of incidence. So it is a source of light. See here, it is a source of light. So I will take the ray here. So for this ray, angle of incidence is I, and angle of refraction is R. The refracted ray bends away from the normal. Again I will increase the angle of incidence like this. So as the angle of incidence increases, if that angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, the refracted ray grazes along its surface. Then the angle of refraction becomes how much? 90 degree. So for the particular angle of incidence, the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. This particular angle of incidence in the denser medium is called critical angle. If there is a further increase in angle of incidence which is greater than critical angle, what happens now? If there is a further increase in angle of incidence and that angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, so I will take it is O3. Here angle of refraction how much? 90 degree, and I will take it is O4. Then here angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. Is greater than critical angle. The light is completely undergo reflection in the denser medium. It is called totally reflected light in the denser medium. So this phenomenon of light is called total internal reflection. Okay. So now what we are going to define what is critical angle. So it is a denser medium. So critical angle is the angle of incidence in denser medium for which the angle of refraction becomes the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. Okay, it is very important. What is critical angle here? Critical angle is the angle of incidence in which medium? It is in the denser medium. At the point 23, so that angle of incidence is nothing but critical angle here, because the refracted ray grazes along the surface, the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. As the angle of incidence increases, angle of refraction also increases. For the particular angle of incidence, the angle of refraction becomes so much? 90 degree. That angle of incidence is called critical angle. Then what is total internal reflection? At the point O4, we are going to define the total internal reflection. So when a ray of light passes from optically denser medium to rarer medium, is incident on the interface between two media at an angle greater than critical angle, the light is completely undergo reflection in the denser medium. This phenomenon of light is called total internal reflection of light. Then we are going to define now total internal reflection, TIR in short form. What is total internal reflection? When a ray of light passes from denser medium to rarer medium, such that the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. For the given pair of media. Critical angle for the given pair of media. So critical angle for the given pair of media, that depends on their refractive indices. Critical angle for the given pair of media. Then the light is completely undergo, or the light is completely reflected back, or the light is totally reflected back, in the denser medium. This is called total internal reflection. Okay. So first of all, we have to know what you mean by critical angle and what is total internal reflection. But for the total internal reflection, what is the condition? Light should be travel from denser medium to rarer medium, and the angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. Then only the light is totally reflected back in the denser medium, and this is called total internal reflection of light. Now let us derive the relation between critical angle and refractive index. Now already we discussed about what is critical angle and what is total internal reflection of light. Then what are the conditions for total internal reflection of light? So first condition is that the light should be travel from optically denser medium to optically rarer medium, means high refractive index medium to low refractive index medium. For example, water to air. Water is the denser medium, air is the rarer medium. And another example, glass to water. Glass is denser medium and water is rarer medium. So what is the first condition here? Light should be travel from optically denser medium to optically rarer medium. Already you know that what you mean by optically denser medium and what you mean by optically rarer medium. So optically denser medium means it is a medium which having high refractive index. Optically rarer medium means the medium which having low refractive index. Then next, what is the second condition? Second condition is that the angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle for the given pair of media. The angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. Should be greater than critical angle for given pair of media. So by using these two conditions, I will draw the diagram. Now let us take, it is the interface, means the surface which separates the two media. For example, upper layer of the water. That upper layer of the water separates the two media. One medium is denser medium, that is water. Another medium is air. Okay, that is rarer medium. Then the light traveling from which medium to which medium for the total internal reflection of light? The light should be travel from optically denser medium to, it is denser, and optically rarer medium. It is a rarer medium. It is a rarer medium. Okay. The light should be travel from optically denser medium to rarer medium. What is the second condition? The angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle for the given pair of media. Means, if for example we are going to take the water. So, water and air interface. For the water and air interface, the critical angle value is 49 degree. If we are going to incident the light greater than 49 degree, the light is completely undergo reflection in the water. Okay. So condition is that. What is the condition? The angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. For the water and air interface, what is the critical angle value? That is 49 degree. If the angle of incidence is greater than 49 degree, the light is completely undergo reflection in the water medium. This is called total internal reflection. According to first condition, the light should be travel from denser to rarer. Then, and what is the second condition here? The angle of incidence must be greater than critical angle. Then the light is totally reflected back in the denser medium. Okay. Again, it obeys the law of reflection of light. Already you know that. What is the law of reflection of light? So it is called totally reflected light, TIR, totally reflected light. First condition is that the light should be traveled from denser to rarer. What is the second condition? Angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. The light is completely undergo reflection in the denser medium. This is called total internal reflection, and it is the interface between two medium. What are those? Denser and rarer. Then this is about conditions for total internal reflection, and this is very important for your theory exam for 2 marks. Next, relation between refractive index and critical angle. How the critical angle is reflected to the refractive index, that we have to derive. Now let us consider. Again, for the total internal reflection, the light should be traveled from which medium to which medium? Denser medium to rarer medium. So how the light incident here? The light incident obliquely. Then at the point of incidence, again we are going to draw the normal. So if the angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, okay, for example, for the water, what is the critical angle? 49 degree. If the angle of incidence is also 49 degree, the refracted ray grazes along the water and air interface here with an angle 90 degree. Means angle of refraction becomes how much? 90 degree. Then I will take refractive index of denser medium, that is L1. Refractive index of denser medium, that is L1, and refractive index of rarer medium, that is L2. So the medium which having the incident ray, that is taken as first medium, whether it is denser or rarer. The medium which having refracted ray, that is taken as second medium, whether it is denser or rarer. Okay. So now it is the interface between two media. What are those? Denser and rarer. By using this diagram, we are going to derive the relation between the critical angle and refractive indices of given media. Okay. So now, using Snell's law. Snell's law is applicable for refraction of light. Then, what does Snell's law tells here? So, sin I by sin I equal to m2 by m1. Then m1 into sin I equal to m2 into sin I. See here. Sin I by sin I is equal to n2 by m1. Okay, what is n2 here? n2 is the refractive index of rarer medium. So remember, what is n2 here? n2 is the refractive index of the rarer medium. What is n1 here? n1 is the refractive index of the denser medium, because the light traveling from denser to rarer medium. I will take this n1 to the left hand side and sin r to the right hand side. It is n1 into sin r, n2 into sin r. n1 into sin r is equal to n2 into sin r. Then, if the angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, then angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. Then what about this equation? If angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, then angle of refraction is how much? 90 degree. Then the above equation becomes L1 sin C, because angle of incidence is nothing but here critical angle for the given pair of media. For example, for the water it is 49 degree. If we are going to incident the light with an angle 49 degree, the refracted ray grazes along the surface with an angle 90 degree. So sin C, that is equal to n2 into sin 90, because angle of refraction becomes how much? 90 now. What is the value of sin 90? That is 1. Then n1 into sin C is equal to n2. Then sin C is equal to n2 by n1. So what is n2 here? n2 is the refractive index of rarer medium, and n1 is the refractive index of denser medium, because the light traveling from denser to rarer. So it is the relation between the critical angle and refractive indices. Then if the second medium, that is rarer medium, is A, then its refractive index is how much? 1. And the first medium is denser, whatever may be the denser medium, I will take water, I will take glass, whatever. In generally, I will take its refractive index n. Then how to write this expression now? We can write this expression as sin c is equal to, so refractive index of regular medium is 1 because regular medium is taken A and refractive index of cancer medium is n. So how the critical angle is related to the refractive index? Inversely related. What it is showing now, for the low refractive index medium, the critical angle is more. For example, for the water refractive index of water is how much? 1.33. So for the water we will get the critical angle, that is 49 degree. And for the high refractive index medium, the critical angle is minimum. For example, diamond. So refractive index of diamond is 2.42. Then for the diamond, the critical angle is how much? 24.4 degree. Okay. In case of diamond, for the total internal reflection, with what angle we have to incident the light here? We have to incident the light with an angle greater than 24.4. Because for the diamond, critical angle is how much? 24.4. Okay. This is very important. Then conditions and relation between refractive index and critical angle. So now let us solve some problems related to critical angle and refractive index. Now some examples to find the critical angle for the given pair of media. First one, critical angle for the water and air interface. So water is the denser and air is the rarer. So we are going to find the critical angle for water and air interface, but we must know the refractive indices of both media. The refractive index of water is, that is 4/3, that is 1.33, and the refractive index of air is, that is 1. So by using the critical angle formula, what is critical angle formula? Sin c is equal to, that is n2 by n1. So which is second medium here? Air. Which is first medium here? Water. The light traveling from denser to rarer means water to air. So refractive index of air is how much? 1. And the refractive index, I will write this one as Na divided by NW. Means refractive index of air and refractive index of water. Then sin c is equal to, refractive index of air is how much? 1. Refractive index of water is how much? That is 1.33. Do the calculation, you will get the answer 0.751. Okay, this is not a critical angle. So it is sin c value. Then c is equal to sin inverse of 0.7518. So for what angle this much angle is, for what angle this much value is there, we have to find by using logbook. So use the logbook. For what angle this much value is there, you have to search it in natural science. Okay, so that angle is 48.7 degree. 48.7 degree. It is the critical angle for the water and air interface. So to undergo the total internal reflection in the water medium, the light should be incident at an angle greater than 49 degree. If it is less than 49 degree, there is no total internal reflection. Okay, because what are the conditions for total internal reflection? The angle of incidence should be greater than its critical angle for the given pair of media. So for the water and air interface, what is the critical angle required here? That is 48.7. So for the total internal reflection of light in that medium, the angle of incidence should be greater than 49 degree, because 48.7 can be rounded up to, that is 49 degree. Next one, glass and air interface. I will take glass and air interface. So what is the critical angle for glass and air interface? Next we are going to find diamond and air interface here. Okay. So which is the denser? For the total internal reflection, the light should be traveled from denser to rarer. Which is the denser? Glass. Which is rarer? Air, because air having low refractive index and glass having high refractive index. Again, by using the formula sin C is equal to, then which is the second medium here? Air is the second medium, that is I will write Na. Instead of N2 I will write Na. And which is first medium? Glass, that is I will write Mg. Then what is the refractive index of air? That is 1. And the refractive index of glass, that is 1.5. 1.5. So on solving this one, you will get the 0.66646. Okay. To find the angle, at least we need 4 digits after the decimal point. We need how many digits here? 4 digits to find the angle. It is sin C. Again, go through logbook and go through the base natural science, and for what angle this much value is there, find it. Okay. Then C is equal to sin inverse of 0.6666. So for what angle this much value is there in your logbook in the natural science, that is 42 degree. So in case of glass and air interface, the light should be undergo total internal reflection only when the angle of incidence is greater than 42 degree. 42 degree. If it is less than 42 degree, there is no total internal reflection takes place in the glass medium. So remember this one. Then next one, third one, diamond and air. Diamond and air interface. So in the given medium, in the given pair of media, which is denser and which is rarer? Diamond is the denser and air is the rarer. Okay. Diamond having the refractive index, that is 2.42. 2.42. Again, by using sin C is equal to which is second medium? Air. So always in numerator we are going to take second medium, in denominator we are going to take first medium. Means it is the refractive index of second medium and it is the refractive index of first medium. Which is the first medium? Denser is the first medium. And which is the second medium? Rarer is the second medium, because the light traveling from denser to rarer. Na by Nd. So Nd is the refractive index of diamond. Again, what is the refractive index of air? That is 1. Then the refractive index of diamond is 2.42. Then on solving this one, you will get sin C is equal to 0.4132 something you will get. Solve this. Okay. Then next, C is equal to sin inverse of 0.4132. We need critical angle. We don't need sin C. We need C. Okay. We have to take sin to the right hand side. That becomes inverse function. Okay. So for what angle this much value is there, you have to find. That is in logbook in case of natural science. So it is about 24.4 degree. So what is the critical angle for the diamond and air interface here? 24.4 degree. Means the total internal reflection takes place in the diamond only when the angle of incidence is greater than how much? 24.4 degree. Then only there is a total internal reflection. If the angle of incidence is less than this angle, then there is no total internal reflection of light. So for the total internal reflection of light, the angle of incidence should be greater than critical angles for the given pair of media. Okay. So note down these angles. These are very important.